to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, keep on running toes. They gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
I've been doing this.
I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Woo! Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We have a great show for y'all today. If you are in the NFL world, you know yesterday was a busy day. So if you are an NBA fan, boxing fan, any other sport besides NFL, I'm sorry. We got an all NFL talk for y'all today. But we got to talk about a lot of things. Kirk Cousins going to the Falcons. Does that make them title contenders out of the NFC? Right? We got to talk about Saquon Barkley, Tomo, going to the rival. Crazy, going to Philly. T. Higgins. they say the rich get richer, right? T. Higgins requesting a trade out of Cincinnati to lead Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. We got to talk about the Commanders and Cowboys day one executions, right, of free agency. But as y'all can see, Davey Dollar is not here. But I got my boy, Mr. You Done Son himself. Mike got a segment coming up. Tomo, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, for all those that wanted me to be upset, I'm sick, man. I want to throw up. Oh, I want to jump off the nearest bridge. Cowboys did nothing again for the 14th year in free agency. I'm good, man. Ain't too much going on over here, man. When you're a fan of certain franchises, you know what this time of the year is. Watch the rich get richer, and you like the players that you got. So I'm straight.
That's good.
How about you, Joe? How you doing? Now, I know you. Come on.
No, I'm feeling good, you know, but I don't think we're the off-season Super Bowl champs yet. You know, like some teams I know. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good where we are. I feel like we're making some good moves to improve the team. That's all I gotta say. All right. But Tomo, you know, before we get started, we gotta turn up one time. Like I said, Davey Dollar is not here. So for the one time, hey, it's Tuesday. All right. Wednesday tomorrow. We got a break tomorrow. By the way, Dave Doghouse is gonna be live tomorrow. But in honor of Dave, let's turn up one time.
Turn me up.
And that's what free agency said.
Yes, it did. And our phones. Man, shout out to Tomo, man. They look, you already expect Dave to do his thing. But shout out to Tomo, man. Tomo was nothing. Tomo, you was doing your thing, bro.
Hey, shout out to the pre-team meeting that we had, man. You know, the chemistry over here was like, hey, if I need to take a break, can somebody pick up? Everybody in the chat thought I was waiting for the Cowboys to say something. That's why I kept posting the news. I'm like, nah, man, we a unit over here.
Yes, sir.
Said he had a busy day, so I'm gonna look out for you.
Yes, sir, man. Like it was wild, and it's still going on, by the way. Still going on, but they got us while we on the show. Look, no, never mind. I thought it was another signing. But look, we are streaming this live on 3 platforms: Facebook, X, and YouTube. Make sure y'all like this video on all 3 platforms. Follow and subscribe on all 3 platforms. Hit the notification button so you can be notified whenever we put out new content. And share this video. Share it with somebody you know. We know you're watching it right now. You're probably in traffic. I don't know, probably making breakfast still, probably working out. I know you're listening, you're having a good time, but you want others to watch with you because you can use the comment section. We can see all the comments that we'll be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to Carl for being the first comment. T. Higgins to the Ravens, please and thank you. All right. But shout out to Carl being the first comment. We can see all the comments that we'll be putting out and we'll put them on the screen. But if you're feeling good and you go down to the bottom right corner and you see a dollar sign under the comment section, you pick a dollar amount and you put your comment in, we will stop everything we're doing. All right, and hit you with the hold up sign, right? And we'll push a comment on the screen like everybody else, but this time we will stop and we will read the comment and respond to it because we appreciate all the donations and the gifts.
Donations.
Wait till you see the next comment.
Gifts.
Yes, sir. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, the floor is yours.
Man, so like my man said, Joe, you ain't have to wear the jersey. You ain't have to. It's funny that you are wearing a jersey from this team because the first player we are talking about, you all started this madness. Like I think you created this monster with his agent to the quarterback to him going to the Vikings and getting all these guaranteed contracts. Now he coming off an Achilles tear and now he's like one of the richest quarterbacks in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And as my good cousins down there would say, man, welcome to Atlanta where the players play. They party all night. But you know what I mean? Kirk Cousins signs a 4-year deal, $180 million, $100 million guaranteed, as if his last 3 contracts with the Vikings didn't get him past that guarantee. But you're looking at like $45 million annually. And he down south. Oh, he about to be in Buckhead turned up, man. How you feeling, man? Because you already know our cousins gonna do. They gave him 4 chains. That's where the "You're Done, Son" segment started from.
Mm-hmm.
Like 4 chains, you're done, son. And that's what he told the Vikings. I'm out. Y'all can have this. It's cold. I'm tired of the snow. I'm gonna go down here with my folks who love me. This is almost like it's Chocolate City all over again, but it's Atlanta. It's not DC, and it's a bird, but it's the NFC again. NFC South. Can Kirk Cousins make them a contender? How you feeling, Joe?
First of all, shout out to Kirk Cousins' agent, man. I mean, shout out to him. Like, I need to hire you. Like once I really get into this media platform, now I'm gonna need an agent. I need to hire like Kirk Cousins' agent, man. Like he's literally showing everybody the way. $100 million guarantee, first over Achilles injury. Are you serious? Like that's good. But I love this move. I forgot who was on. I don't know if it was you or Dave, but we were talking about Kirk Cousins.
It was Dave. It was you and Dave that episode.
It was me and Dave. And I brought up the Steelers. I'm like, the Steelers be good move. And I think once Russ got signed with the Steelers, his only option was probably the Falcons. I don't think he was going back to Minnesota. My only reason of him going back to Minnesota because of the relationship between him and Justin Jefferson. But I felt like if anybody else was willing to give him money, that he would have went that elsewhere. But Atlanta does give him an opportunity to compete for a Super Bowl. And like I said, how it was weird in the NFC, Tomo, it's not that many contenders, right? So like in the AFC, it's quarterback heavy. You got Lamar Jackson, you got Joe Burrow, you got Josh Allen, you got Patrick Mahomes. You got these quarterbacks
Trevor Lawrence.
Come on, dog. now you saying Mac Jones first. But like when you have a quarterback like that, right, then you are a contender. That's how it works, right? In the NFC, you got teams, the 49ers, and it's really the 49ers and everybody else. If you look at it, like 49ers, you got people like Cowboys that are called contenders. You got the Eagles who are called contenders. The Lions now are called contenders. So I feel like the Atlanta Falcons fall right into that Detroit Lions pathway, right? Like they are in the division where that they can win. The last few division winners in that division have won like 8 or 9 games, right? So it's going down to the wire with 8 or 9 wins, and he's automatically get there. He's the best quarterback in that division. And then once you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they gave the Detroit Lions a good run for their money, in the second round of the playoffs. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we're talking about Atlanta Falcons with a young defense. They have Raheem Morris as a defensive coach. Don't forget, Raheem Morris was with us with Kirk Cousins, so that's a chemistry right there. You see that the Falcons have the offensive weapons: Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, right? And they like to run that. They got a good offensive line. They like to run. They're gonna run a lot of play action And then and the scheme that he had in Minnesota is similar to the scheme that's going to be in Atlanta. So it's not going to be a hard transition. I think that I'm not going to pick them like here's the thing. I don't think that they're at a tier where they're like, yeah, they should be in that mix. But how the NFL works, one game elimination, and how the NFC is formatted, they can make a Detroit Lions type run this year. You know, so I love the move. I think that Kirk Cousins is probably the best destination outside of Pittsburgh. And yeah, I think they could be contenders, but I wouldn't call them a contender if I had to pick my contenders in the NFC.
If you had to put your money on it.
If I had to put my money on it, I won't pick them as a contender.
Yeah, you almost got your own saying, man. But let's look at the NFC South and what just happened now. Because you got Baker who came back, who got his money. I think Baker got what? Baker got 100 M for 3 years.
Yeah, I think 50 guaranteed.
Man, look at that. So basically all his, just about. Shout out to his agent too. Mm-hmm. But Baker, Derek Carr, what's his name? Bryce Young, and now Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Second best quarterback or first best quarterback division?
Best.
He's the best?
Yeah, I think he's the best.
I would say the three that I just named were all kind of in the same tier if we think about it.
Yeah, I think he's saying Derek Carr showed us some stuff last year though.
Yeah, I think that's the whole. I think that was the Saints though. I joke with you a lot about Derek Carr, but that's because of the whole Dak Prescott situation. But I think that the Saints situation last season was weird. It was something going on.
He definitely won that one though. I don't want to give you that.
I'm still fighting with Josh Allen though, but I'm glad I won one. I'm glad I won one, and we'll talk about Dak later because I'm not talking about him in this segment like everybody else is because Kirk Cousins done got paid. I don't even know why he would even come up when we talk about Kirk. Does he deserve it? I mean, you deserve what you can negotiate, and that's what he got. Does this make them contenders in the NFC South? Yeah. And if you look at what's going on in the NFC completely, like you said, it's the 49ers, then it's the field. I mean, after we'll talk about what the Eagles did yesterday, but some people would jump them back up to the top and be like, well, it's the 49ers, Eagles, and then it's the field. But when you got Cousins leaving, Falcons are dangerous, man.
Yeah.
Raheem Morris there with that defensive-minded head coach. You got Kyle Pitts, who's been waiting for a quarterback that likes to throw to a tight end. So we already know what Kurt about to do. So, hey, fantasy owners, you can draft Kyle Pitts now. FFC, I know Coach going to tell y'all that because he's going to get the ball there. You got Drake London. You got Bijan. Don't forget about Cordell Patterson. Like, there's just a lot of mixes that's going on in Atlanta, so I can see why everybody turned up. I think I sent a picture yesterday. I'm trying to find it. Where Quavo has said something about they done already gave him a nickname. So the fans in Atlanta is happy for him. I'm happy for Kurt. I'm gonna find it before we, before we get out of here. I know I posted it somewhere, but as far as making them contenders, yeah, this was a good move. The only thing I don't like about this move is the fact that last year, when Lamar Jackson was technically looking for a team, the Falcons was like, nah, we okay. We don't really want Lamar Jackson. Meanwhile, you fast forward to this year, you're like, well, we'll take Kirk Cousins with a bad Achilles, coming off an Achilles injury. So that's the only thing that makes you kind of look at this move like, well, why did you jump at this quarterback so quick when you forgot about the other one? I know Ravens fans will be like, hey, bro, we happy he didn't go. But for the rest of the league, you're looking at how they just paying these quarterbacks. And when Lamar was there, 2-time MVP, imagine what he could have did in this offense. So, yeah, I'm happy for Kurt. I believe the Falcons will be contenders. We're going to see how it plays out because drafts, it's the second day. A lot of teams got to do some stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I look at the Falcons, right? They averaged last year, they averaged 207 passing yards a game. Crazy. I mean, Kirk Cousins being there, that's gonna.
Heineke's still there?
Heineke's still there. That's my dog. That's my dog. Hey, Kirk Cousins, you get an injury. Hey, we got you.
What's this rotation, man? The Commanders taking all the what I'm saying is the Cowboys the Commanders taking all the Cowboys players and the Falcons taking all the Commanders players. Like, what's up with this? Chase Young about to go there next.
And then the Falcons, they averaged 19 points a game. I mean, sorry,
Kurt
18
Frost.
points. You said Kurt what?
Kurt Frost. That's the nickname he gave him.
Like, we averaged more points than the Falcons last year, and we were one of the worst last year. So the Falcons' offense will grow. Their defense, I feel like statistically, it don't look like the best, but it got a lot to do with the offense. I remember we played the Falcons, and what's the backup? Let's do it from last year. I forgot his name already. He threw 3 bad interceptions, Tomo. Like I'm talking about great play calling, terrible pass, and he was terrible. He was terrible. So Kirk Cousins is going to definitely help the offense.
Nah, he definitely is. I know I had it written
Y'all
down.
trying to find out.
But it's all good. Let's talk about these shows we got on the network, man. Because technically that kid ain't starting no more, so it is what it is.
Ritter.
There we go.
Desmond Ritter. That's his name.
Man.
Desmond Ritter. Yeah. And Carl. Carl had a lot to say about him when he was playing. Like, not a lot of good stuff.
CTC Carl got a lot to say about a lot of players, man. That's why y'all need to tune into these other shows on the network, because I'm telling you, not just us.
I know Carl happy for the Michigan State man though. Michigan State fellow.
He happy for a lot of people, man. You know, he happy for that Michigan player that got paid. If you know, you know.
He can't. That dude can't stand Michigan.
Gotta respect it, man.
So like Tomo said, man, R2L is not just a show, it is a network, man. We have different shows on the network, and they all have their own YouTube channel, okay? And you can actually go on our YouTube channel, scroll to the bottom, and you will see on the homepage, and you will see all these channels right there, all right? So first one, we have BWT, Baseball with Teddy, all right? All your baseball content goes through Teddy, all right? Teddy's a diehard baseball fan, right? I know what he's talking about. A lot of his predictions come true. So make sure you tune into BWT on YouTube and YouTube, right? Then we got Carl talking college, all right? Carl, I mean, like Tomo said, he's a Carl sports genius, you know? He did an episode at 6:30 in the morning today, Eastern time, all right? So make sure y'all go check out that episode on CTC, Carl talking college. All your college sports content goes to him. We got FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. If you love fantasy football, you are a member of a fantasy football team, make sure you tune into this because he gives some great advice, like Tomo just mentioned, that he's going to tell you most likely to go get Kyle Pitts and Drake London. All right? So, and B-John, because B-John going to be eating from the backfield. So, make sure y'all tune in to FFC. FFC will be going live on Thursday to talk about the free agency moves. He don't just talk about just fantasy. He talk about NFL, period. So, he's going to have a lot to say. And he's probably the most animated guy on the network. All right? So, make sure y'all tune in to Coach Coombs. Then we got In the Red Corner. In the Red Corner just aired the episode. Now, In the Red Corner is a boxing-only show, all right? Only boxing content. All boxing content goes through this. No
exhibitions. There you go.
I said expeditions. Exhibitions, right? No UFC, no wrestling, just straight boxing, all right? So make sure y'all tune in. And they just had an episode aired this last Sunday. Make sure y'all go check that out, all right? Then we got RBO, Real Ballers Only with Vaughn. NBA topics only. He told me yesterday there will be an episode today, all right, at 12 noon most likely. And he's going to go over basically potential playoff matchups in the East and the West in the NBA. So make sure y'all tune in to that. Real Ballers Only with Vaughn, all NBA content. Then we got Dave Doghouse. As you know, Dave is one of our co-hosts. He has a show that's coming out tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Basically, if you are in the sports world and you're tripping, you're underperforming, you say something wild in the media, you do something, make a bad call as a coach, you do something wrong, he'll put you in the doghouse, all right? And fellas, you know what the doghouse means. He puts you in the doghouse. But if you do your job and you over exceed whatever you had to do in your job, your expectations as a media member, as a sports player or a sports coach or a sports in the management, he's going to put you in the yard as a dog, no matter who you are. All right. So make sure y'all tune into that tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And then we got King's Talk with Joe Jordan. Listen, there will be an episode tomorrow. All right. Tune in tomorrow for an episode of King's Talk. This is only Sacramento Kings Talk. You are a Kings fan, please tune in. All right. Because you're going to like it. If you are a basketball fan, tune in if you want to, because we might be talking about your team. If you like to hear about basketball, just tune in. And those all the shows we had, Tomo, back to you.
Man, so I'm looking up in the corner, and I'm like, man, we got all these people viewing, but I only see like 1 to maybe like 6 likes, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, because we talking about some free agency stuff here, man. And you want to hit the like button because we about to talk about somebody else that didn't like the team that they was on or didn't like the way they was treating them. One thing I did notice about yesterday is just a year ago, we were talking about how the running back market is kind of dead. They're treating running backs like they're nothing. They're phasing them out. And then Howie said, I told you I don't pay running backs, but I'm going to pay him. Saquon Barkley gets the text message and says, hey, man, I got 3 years, 37, probably like 38 if you want to round up for you, 46, up to 46 with some guarantees, but you get 26 M's guaranteed. What you think about that? And Saquon looked around. I wasn't there, but I know he probably looked around and said, 26 mil. I just got 9 from the Giants last year. Sign the papers. We're not even going to play. And then he came out with the hilarious post that he did with the mini men. Everybody want to post 50 Cent when they sign somewhere. I'm just trying to be destined what I want to be. But shout out to him because now with that contract, he's that puts him just behind Christian McCaffrey as one of the richest contracts. That also bumps him up like 15 M's from what he made off the franchise tag. So betting on yourself out there lets you know that, hey, somebody is actually waiting for you so they can pay you. Now, how do I feel about this? Saquon Barkley with the Giants, man, wasn't a real threat because the Giants, one, had no offensive line. They had Daniel Jones as their quarterback. Who's their best wide receiver?
With number 13, Hyatt probably right now.
Yeah, but they only threw him the ball like 3 times last year, and that's the whole season.
What's the name? Waller.
And he played like 4 games because I had him on my fantasy league. So, and then you think about Kadarius Toney, he had probably like 4 games. I'm just talking about while Saquon was there in total. I think he was there a little bit with Odell, but Odell wasn't playing that much either. So when you think about the offensive weapons around Saquon, it wasn't meant for him to be there. Now you wake up tomorrow and you're like, I get to sign a deal with, guess who's my quarterback now? AP Hurts. I got 2,000-yard receivers with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. I got Dallas Goedert. We talking about the offensive line who just lost a Hall of Fame center, but they're going to plug and place him with his protege, Cam Jurgens. Then you got Lane Johnson on the outside, so you got a nice offensive line. So do you really got to worry about getting hurt that much? Not too much because I got some blocking up there. And if I don't want to run the ball, my quarterback can do something too. So that gives you another dynamic aspect of the backfield. Say all that to say this, man. They found ways for the rich to get richer. And I thought I put it up here. But, Joe, thank you. Because I was thinking of a title. And that's just exactly what it is. When your team says they're going all in, you find ways to plug and play where you need weapons at. They got Swift last year. It worked out just a little bit. But let's say, do you want Swift or do you want Saquon Barkley? Most people will say, depends on your budget. Some people will say, I'll take Swift. And then we'll see what happens. But if I can get a Saquon who's like the number 2 or number 1 pick or a top 5 pick, but supposed to be better than Zeke, like things like that, let me go get him and see what can happen behind this offensive line. So reaction as a Cowboy fan, dang. But reaction as a football fan, I can't wait to see it. The last time I seen Kellen Moore with an offense like this, team was the number 1 or number 2 seed. They got to the playoffs. I mean, they tanked it against the 49ers, but when he got a run game and he got wide receiver weapons and an offensive coordinator like that, boom. The only thing I really want to see about the Eagles now is how they're going to fix their defensive holes because their offense wasn't really that bad last year.
Yeah, defensively, they didn't really do nothing I can think of except for they signed one person. I forgot who they signed, though. But I like the move for Philly. It's a good move. I don't know if you remember, I did my Nationals average top 5 running backs. I had Saquon number 2, and everybody killed me, including those Eagles fans, by the way. Killed me. All right? I had Eagles fans telling me Daniel Jones was the main reason why they were good that year, not Saquon. But I think Saquon is a perfect back for Philly. Perfect. Yeah. You look at what you said. Jason Kelsey retires. So guess what? The offensive line is not going to be as good as it was last year. So what do you do to make up for that? You go get a superstar running back, who can make up for the shortcomings of him not being there. Philly is not known for paying guys. They are running back by committee type team. And they just say, you know what, man, we got to make a move. We got to make a move. And they spend some money. That's something you don't see with Philly. They find loopholes and get guys under it for less money based on their value. Right, they always finesse guys or they draft picks. They find ways, but one thing they do that they pay their main guy. They pay A.J. Brown. They brought A.J. Brown over. They gave him his contract he wanted. Saquon looking for a contract. They brought him over, gave him a contract he wanted. So kudos to Howie. He said who?
Hurts.
Yeah, Hurts. Yep, Hurts had to earn his. How I look at it, like they had no choice but to pay Hurts. Like he took him to the Super Bowl and everything, so they had no choice but to pay him. But yeah, like it's a really good move for Philly. Now, what I do now, people saying that it's close. It's gonna be close to bringing Christian McCaffrey. I think that's a little out of control. It all depends on how they use Saquon Barkley. I mean, we all know Philly as a whole don't run the ball enough. You know, I look at Miles Sanders. He was 5th in rushing. Look at Swift, 5th in rushing. And both of those guys didn't have the amount of touches they should have had, you know? And I look at Saquon Barkley. Is that going to be the case? Now, the good thing about Saquon Barkley not getting that many touches is the durability of his body and all that stuff.
There you go.
But there are games when they just shy away from the running attack, you know, which I don't understand. And with Kellen Moore being the offensive coordinator, I mean, that's his bread and butter. I think I saw it. If I'm not mistaken, Tom, did I see an interview of him saying like he tries to run the ball, but he just I think it's an interview. He said something about like he tries to run the ball, but
why you gotta do this?
He just love passing the ball.
Yes, man. Yeah, he said that it was one of those Monday mornings where they talk to the coordinators and the Cowboys. Somebody asked him, he's like, "Oh no, we try to run the ball, but why not light up the scoreboard?" Like, he here to light up the scoreboard. So
I'm like, dang, this dude's like really, really, gosh.
That's where the money at. That's why he got 2 job opportunities. He light up the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's exciting, right? So I like the move for Philly. I don't like it as a Commander fan, but hey, it's part of football, you know. Do you want the division to be sorry so you can get an easy win in the division, or you want competition? Yes. Hey, I feel like the better your division, I guess the best the Patriots.
No, exactly. Yes, I want my easy wins.
You know, but hey, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun season. So, I thought it was a good move for Philly.
Yeah, nah. If you're a football fan and you ain't in like one of these IG chats that we're gonna talk about coming up, yeah, you might want your division to be competitive. But if you in one of these IG chats, yes, I want all y'all to be trash. Yes, I want all them easy wins. Like when the Giants is trying to get rid of Daniel Jones, I'm upset.
That's
the easy 2 wins. Like, come on. Like,
not for us. God damn, no matter who they got.
Like, as much as y'all say about Dak, if the Cowboys got rid of Dak, the division would be like, thank you. Now let's see what Trey Lance can do. I know y'all got your jokes about Dak in the playoffs, but when it comes to the division, he's a nuisance.
What? Yeah, I mean, when we're bad, that's how I got it. We always been bad since Dak been there.
Just saying.
Yeah. I get you, but Trey Lance could be unlocked though. You never know.
We gonna see the same thing we could say about Saquon with this offense. He could be unlocked because, like I said, the injuries is one of the things that always got to him, and that was some people would say it was 1 because of the Giants field, and 2 because he didn't have no offensive line. But
no offensive line,
none. Like I can give him that because even when they tried to plug and play certain players, it was just bad. They drafted a guy. Just bad. It was just bad.
They driving guys, and they still bad. I don't get that.
Yeah, nah.
I should have looked that up. How many like they draft picks? Like how many were high picks in the offense? I should have looked that up before I got on the show. But
and now he got a bad rap just from being with the Giants. They're like he can't block nobody.
Bro, Tiki Barber, come on, man. Hold on.
Yeah. Let's touch on that.
Come on, bro. Hold on. I gotta put up what he said. Hold on. Tiki Barber.
Commanders are expected to sign former first-round DN. Colin Farrell from the Raiders?
From the Raiders?
Yeah, okay. That'll get better.
Yeah, man. You know. Oh, Dave posted that? Oh no,
I just got the notification.
What did Tiki Barber say about Saquon Barkley? Hold on.
Oh, you're dead to me.
Come on, man. Are you serious? Y'all didn't want to pay this man. Oh my God! Remember they had allegations against the Giants owner? Oh my God! I mean, I know these guys personally. They would never do such thing. You sound like a naive parent for real. Like my kid would never do something like that, bruh. Come on. The man Saquon has been loyal to y'all. He said numerous times, "I want to stay in New York." Said it numerous times, and we look at him like, bro, leave, like go. And then your rival, the person that's looking at your household from across the street, seeing you treating your wife wrong. And the guy said, you know what? I got something better for you. Come over here. That's exactly what happened. They looked at Saquon. They realized his value.
Across the street, though. That could get ugly.
Hey, call the street. That's the Eagles, right? They literally call the street.
That is true, though. They right there. They are right there.
The Eagles and Giants are like an hour and a half apart. Literally, the stadiums is literally right by each other. So they looking at you over there like, you know what? I see Saquon's value. I see y'all had no offensive line. I see y'all paid his quarterback, who y'all got from Duke, a basketball school, all this money, and y'all still not trying to pay this man. And the contract, the 1 year y'all gave him last year was trash.
It was.
And then he's
the
begging
incentives on that contract was trash.
Y'all got nobody over there. He's begging to stay still. And y'all like, nah, we're going to move on. Philly like, bro, we got you. We normally don't do this. But, hey, why not make the rich get richer and let the poor get poor? And that's what they did. They signed off, and he signed off. So I'm happy for Saquon. I'm upset it's Philly, but, hey, take the money, man.
And I want to add one more thing to that, too, because the Giants didn't even offer him a contract.
Bruh.
And I really think that if they would have offered him something, he would have thought about it a little bit more. Because remember, the report came out probably around about 10:30, maybe 11:30 yesterday that he was interested in signing with them, with the Eagles. I think he was waiting to see if they was going to call. Agent probably called, and they was like, we ain't got nothing for you, bro. Mm-hmm. And he said, all right, I'm going to go to the Eagles. I think a lot of these players signed with the division rivals because of that.
Because it's personal. Yes. That's true. And that happens a lot of NOCEs, man. We be passing people around.
Hey, man, you see the gifts I be putting in the chat, man. I can't say it on air, but yeah, it's a pass around division. I ain't never seen a division passing around this many players, coaches, GMs. Like, it don't matter. There's no loyalty in the NFC East, man.
It's funny because in our NFL chat, the Eagles have been like, man, the Commanders and Cowboys just trade. I'm like, y'all biggest moves came from in the division. Like, y'all talking about?
They forget about, and they always go after the running back, DeMarco Murray.
Bro, yes.
Like, don't forget.
I thought they're going to sign Antonio Gibson too. Yeah. But come on, Warren. Don't do that.
Come on, bro.
Don't do that, Warren.
Come on now.
Don't do that, Warren.
Come on now. Now let's talk about these chats, right?
It's noted, Warren. They're gonna hunt you in the future. Don't be a tie Eagles tie.
You only know one person that's gonna say something, and he been waiting.
Yeah, let's bring up the chat. Go ahead and talk about the chat. Since we talking about these people.
Man, and if y'all want to join these chats, man, they are definitely on Instagram. Hold up, what do you say?
Don't be like that.
Hey, he went to, I can't be mad at him though, because he went to a whole nother conference. Like, he ain't even stay in the NFC. So he did the right thing. He's like, I'm gonna just leave all together. I'm gonna go root for the Cowboys of the AFC. And I ain't talking about the Bengals, I'm talking about the Bills. Man. So join these chats, man. They're all on Instagram. If you can see right here, we got a lot of chats that we have to offer. We have the NBA/WNBA. We got the NFL chat. We got baseball. Shout out to baseball with Teddy. We got NCAA football and basketball. With basketball, we cover both men's and women's sports there. Then we have the combat chat. That includes boxing, wrestling, and UFC. With these chats, it's not only just debates and ongoing back and forth just between the fans. We also provide live updates. As we told you, with the free agency, we provided all of the updates before Bleacher Report, ESPN. Some of them was before even Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter. Mm-hmm. Hey, don't ban us, don't shadow ban us, because we still got these exclusive insights. So if you join these chats, you get access to not just a community of sports, but you also get the live updates. And if you want to join these chats, you have to become a member. So you want to click the link below to become a member. You have the 3 tiers. I'll tell you about it just a little bit. Matter of fact, I'll tell you about it right now.
Okay, you sure? Okay.
Well, let's do it right now, because we got to catch them while they're still fresh on their mind. They're like, I want to join the NFL chat. I want to know if the Cowboys ever going to do something or if they not going to do something. And the funny thing about when you in these chats, people going to clown your team for not doing nothing. Because there's a meme going around that said all the teams that made moves yesterday, every team is grayed out except for the Cowboys. They didn't even make a move in-house. They probably didn't move. They didn't move a chair. The only movement I seen was from Jerry and them doing that mannequin challenge, and they was shaking. Just shaking. Dak
lawsuit is the biggest move y'all had yesterday.
And he about to get paid again. Look at this. Look at it. He gonna find ways to get paid. Bro, you gotta get paid, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to his agent too. But with the memberships that we got the 3 left. Facts. You need to sue the Cowboys for wasting their time. But anyway, we got the pro level for $2.99. We got the all-star level for $4.99, and then we got the superstar level for $9.99 a month. With the pro level, you get the loyalty badges next to your name in the comments and live chats, and you also get the priority comments. So as you seen, we had Worm. He got the loyalty badge next to his name, so the comments came right up. And you get to join one chat. That's one chat. But if you want to join multiple chats, you go a tier up, and you for $4.99 you get the all-star level. We got member-only videos, and for the member-only videos, that's just flat out. It could be any type of content. It's like sports content, but we also have like real live debates, explicit debates that can't make it on air because you know how I get. I'm gonna say that's where the barbershop talk goes down. So all the shows that you see on the network, you will get member-only videos from, not just R2L. That goes BWT, CTC, In the Red Corner, FFC, Dave's Doghouse. Like, we all there.
Yes,
Kings
sir.
Talk. I mean, the Kings are good this year, so you don't got to worry about too much Kings Talk being on the members-only videos, but you're going to get some Wizards Talk over there. That's all I'm going to say. And you get to request a topic or a segment nominee, and the segments are You Done Son, National Average Top 5, Dave's Doghouse. So if you want to put somebody in the doghouse, if you're an all-star, hit Dave up. If you want to do a National Average Top 5, you hit Joe up, but you got to be an all-star. And if you want to do a You Done Son, you can hit me up, but you got to be an all-star. And it got to be sports related. Let me say that too. It has to be sports related, because I've seen a lot of people want to put some people in You Done Son, and I was like, I can't put that on air, bro. I can do a consultation over the phone, but I can't put that on air. So if you want to do that, all-star $4.99. You want to jump up to the $9.99, you get the same perks from the all-star and the pro level, but you get to join the R2L chat. This is the one chat that's on X and Instagram. So if you want to be a part of the X community and the IG community with all the perks from the all-star and pro level, $9.99 superstar level. You get to be a guest on the show. You get awards and plaques to the top performers. And when we say top performance, that's based upon the numbers that your episode did. So the episode that you were on, if you got the numbers going through the roof, you get an award for it. If your numbers don't match up to the next person, you don't get an award. I'm sorry. We can't control that. The people speak. And we do member shout outs. So shout out to all our members. We got Tone, Coach, Teddy, Big O in the comments right now. Donnell in the comments right now. Joe, Dave, and myself. And we want to say you. So click the link, because we appreciate all the donations. And we give gifts.
Facts.
Let's get back to the show, man.
Let's get it, man. Let's go.
Man, Saquon. That's gonna really shake up the NFC East, man. Really is. We're gonna see what happens, man. Saquon going to the Eagles is kind of like Dan Quinn going to the Commanders right now. Just don't know what's gonna happen next. But we got another guy who played for the Bengals. And he's like, man, I'll take the franchise tag. I'll do that. But then hold up, didn't they just cut Joe Mixon? Wasn't he on like a franchise? I think he was about to get franchise tag, but he took the 1-year deal because he seen how the running back market was going, and he still got cut. But then you got Chase over here doing his thing. But when Chase get hurt, I'm the number one guy that say y'all don't want Boyd no more. So T. Higgins said, who they playing with? Not who they nation, but who they playing with. Like, y'all just gonna play with me like that? Cool. So after the Bengals placed the franchise tag on T. Higgins, he said, you know what? I demand a trade for the upcoming season. And Joe,
that was surprising.
The NBA set the tone with how players are moving now, and the NFL said it's our turn. How you feel about this?
To be honest with you, both sides, I love it. First of all, I don't think it would have been smart for the Bengals. First, let's talk about T. Higgins. T. Higgins, his situation is this: I'm a number 2 guy. Jamar Chase is clearly the guy in Cincinnati. When me and Jamar Chase are on the field together, I'm not going to get the targets that people like Devontae Smith get. You know what I mean? Like Smitty gets over AJ Brown. I'm not going to get that. Jamar Chase is going to get most of the targets. So he wants to get paid top tier, number 1 type wide receiver, which I think he is, type money. And the only way he can do that is he has to put that performance up in the regular season. And that's not going to happen in Cincinnati, especially if Joe Burrow goes down again with another injury. All right? So T. Higgins like, I need to go somewhere where on my last year of my deal and ball out. And to me, I think that he should go to Chicago. I think he should go to Chicago. I think the Bears are doing a good job building around. They just signed Swift. They got some defensive guys. I think they're doing a good job. They already got more. They're doing a good job building around Caleb Williams because they're going to draft them. And I think T. Higgins will be good there.
Hold up.
All right. Hold up.
Here we go, man. Cowboy fans spending more money than the owner.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Donnell. Shout out to Donnell with the $9.99 super chat. I tell you what, JJ and company can count their hours. Emails will be flying in a few minutes. I can't take this abuse anymore. Hashtag Jerry hit me. Hashtag enough is enough. He fed up. Hashtag Dax my QB. What?
I know, right?
Hashtag 2026 season. I'll be back.
Oh my gosh. Come on, man.
Oh man.
We're gonna get to y'all, man, but come on, man.
Yeah, we're gonna say this comment. We're gonna bring it back up for the Cowboys.
Come on, man. But by the way, the Patriots had just re-signed Jalen Rager to a $1.3 million contract. Woo, sounds hard.
Sounds hard when you get 1.3
in the NFL. Yeah,
inflation crazy.
442 guaranteed. 442,000.
It's a practice squad salary.
That's crazy. But the Bengals, right? So T. Higgins, I love it. Go Swells, right? The Bengals.
Oh,
this is a star-studded receiving draft. Why pay T. Higgins? Draft the receiver. They get the draft. Remember, they didn't make the playoffs last year. They got a mid-tier type pick. So they probably got like a what? 17 pick in the draft like that. Like if I look at what pick? Let's see the mock draft. But like
I'll look it up for you.
Yeah, go get a receiver in the draft to pair with Jamar Chase. Now you want to do that because Joe Burrow. Now his whole career he's had receivers. I mean, that's what he's known for. 3 number 1 type receivers: Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. Then you got an All-Pro running back, Joe Mixon. So he always had weapons around him. So you want to keep that going. You don't want to not have a secondary type receiver. I mean, a top tier type receiver
18.
next to
18 pick. Yep.
18 pick. They could definitely get a receiver with that. A good receiver too. So draft the receiver in the draft and keep, pay Jamar Chase because Jamar Chase's contract is up. All right. And it's gonna be up soon. He's gonna want to get his money. I think him and the other receivers are playing chicken right now, like your boy CD. To see who get paid first, and they're gonna just I'm gonna get more than you. That's how it goes, right? We'll get paid first, get next one get more. So they just waiting, paying chicken. So, but yeah, man. So I like the move for both sides. I'm not mad at it. I'm not saying like it should be bad blood. It's business. I think both parties understand.
All right, so Tyler Boyd is out because they didn't re-sign him. So if you see Higgins, you looking at the situation like you all are trying to franchise me. And you already let one of your, because remember, we always talked about their receiving core as being like having 3 number 1s or 2 number 1s, and Boyd probably being a number 2, but in a tier where he could probably be a number 1. So you let him go. I already know how you feel about Chase because y'all drafted him, then y'all went and got the quarterback. I mean, the quarterback came first, then Chase. So y'all drafted him for the quarterback. So I know what that relationship is, but I was here before Chase and I was holding it down. So with the respect, there's no loyalty in sports. Like at the end of the day, the only thing that's loyal in sports are the fans. And I can understand why Worm is like, I might want to dip out because these franchises don't care about the fans. These franchises don't care about the players. They like, long as y'all gonna keep paying, we gonna keep just putting anything on the field. So if you see Higgins demanding a trade, it's kind of like pushing them to say, hey, I need a contract. I think, like you said, he is playing chicken, but the franchise is also playing chicken too. Where it's like we really don't know how much we're going to have to give Chase because he's still on his rookie contract, if I believe. Yes. And you got Justin Jefferson, who just lost his best quarterback, who's going to get paid,
and he's unhappy. So
then that right there lets you know they're going to go they're going to scorch the earth to try to pay him whatever it is, and whatever he gets. Now you got a guy down in Dallas that's like, they better not play these wide receiver games that y'all play with the rest of y'all wide receivers because once Jefferson gets paid, I'm going to need my money. Then he like, all right, cool. But then you got another kid in Philadelphia.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So he like, all right,
Thank
bro.
you.
Y'all just paid Saquon after y'all don't pay running backs. You paid AJ Brown, so like I'm gonna need my money too. So this wide receiver core is gonna be a little crazy unless you like Mike Evans or Michael Pittman, who said I'm just loyal to the soil, and Mike Evans got an actual Super Bowl, who's just gonna take a deal. It's gonna get ugly these next few years. So honestly, if I'm the Bengals and you want T. Higgins, just sign him now before it gets ugly, because you playing this game. Now you're just gonna have Chase, who gonna be one of the highest paid wide receivers, and then he gonna be the only thing you got. And then you're gonna be looking for another receiver in the draft like you are. And hopefully they don't do that, because I need the Cowboys to get Keon Coleman if they are gonna get a wide receiver, because I can see the Bengals taking him, and now we just sitting here like, here we go again.
He might not drop that far. I hope not. That'd be crazy. And I hope not. They're the Bengals.
Let them drop.
The Bills gonna get a receiver too, though.
They don't need. They got Diggs.
They just lost Gabe Davis.
They got Diggs.
But Tomo, another receiver that might get paid next year.
I know what you're saying, man. I'm talking as a fan. They got Diggs.
You know another receiver that might get paid next year too?
I miss somebody. I know.
No. You probably ain't thinking about him. All right, because of the new circumstances on this team, Drake London is approaching his last year of his contract next year. So if Kirk Cousins go there and Drake London has a great season, show me the money. Show me the money. So this is a good opportunity. I know Drake London like dancing somewhere. He's like, I'm not getting paid.
I'm telling you, him and Kyle Pitts, they like, hey, come on now. And we got a rookie running back on a rookie contract. Go ahead, pay us now, because we already know you gave Kurt the money.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts, Kyle,
You are right, Dave. Jettis is definitely upset. He got Sam Darnold there now.
Yeah, you're right. Kyle Pitts is, yep. Next year will be his is an option.
See?
Yeah, this is last guaranteed not guaranteed. Yeah, last year on a contract. Next year is an option. I'm not sure if it's a team option or a play option. Well, it's a team option. It's never a play option. That's NFL.
The money.
But yeah, man. So
I'm not mad
at
it.
They should have paid Higgins last year. If they want to keep him. Hey, Tomo, why? You know, the longer you wait, you gotta pay these dudes more. Like the Chiefs. You should have paid Chris Jones last year. Now you gotta pay him more money. So come on, man. Pay the man. Where your boy at? Pay that man.
Hey, he might show up now that you said that, man. And speaking of paying to play, man.
Woo,
the only for the audio listeners, Tomo, unfortunately, the only thing Diggs can catch is a code. A code. I had to laugh because Coach said he don't play in the code. So for him to catch a code, that means he has to play in the code.
He said he watched Coach. Yeah, he said he watched.
Oh man, I had him on my fantasy team. There you go, and I watched FFC. Coach told y'all, man, that once it start getting cold outside, Diggs just lose all of his fantasy value. And shout out to I think Kev did the trade in our league where he got Diggs up off his team. So first 6 weeks, man, trade value was high after that.
Diggs. Yeah, Coach called that. He called it out
perfectly too. Perfectly, man. Maybe our AJ Brown little thing is dead. That's just dead. But what's not dead is them pockets up in the nation's capital. Now I know the government is there, so they print money downtown, and it seems like they printing money out of FedEx Field too, because y'all just passing out deals. We got deals on top of deals. Y'all 6 veterans y'all just signed because Dan Quinn and Adam Peters out here, just stealing people from their old franchises. Calling them up saying, I know they on a yacht right now and they ain't trying to call you, but hey. Let me call a linebacker called Franklin Louvu. I don't know how to say his last name. Louvu. That's who y'all got a linebacker, 3-year contract, $36 million. Austin Eckler came out the cut. A lot of people was like, man, who they gonna go get? They said, Austin Eckler, because he got a 2-year contract, 11.4. Then you said, then that's when I think those were Adam Peters' moves. And then Dan was like, no, it's a competition up here. I got some people we can get too, because we need a guard. So I'm gonna go get this guard called Nick. All right, and then I'm gonna go get a center called Tyler Biadasz. Tyler Biadasz.
That's your boy, right?
No, that's not my boy. That's big old boy. But
okay.
he got a deal for like 30 mil over 3 years. And then next thing you know, y'all got Dorrance Armstrong, a young protege who's been around for a minute. So he can tell y'all all the tips and secrets when it comes to like the Dallas offense and defense, because he's been around for a while. 3-year contract, 33 mil, which could increase to 45 with play incentives. So that must mean if he gets to the quarterback a few more times, he got 45 mil. Money on top of money. Joe, I see you over there looking.
Yeah, man.
Thinking.
Yeah.
But what's your reaction to this day one?
I like it, man. I like day one so far. We made a lot of moves.
Lulu.
One thing I am excited about, though, we are addressing the linebacker position. Tomo, that's something we don't do as a organization, unless it's Ron Rivera, old players from the Panthers.
Oh, he is just dropping dimes on top of dimes.
Hold up.
Go ahead, Joe. Take that one.
Shout out to Big Worm with the $4.99 super chat. Gotta go. I'm going to miss the Cowboys segment. Make me proud, Tomo. See y'all in the chat later, or maybe in members only, because I got a lot to say already.
I ain't got you. What you want me to say? That's gonna be the quickest segment of the day.
He said, hold it down.
P.O.P.
Hold it down. But we're gonna get to the Cowboys. All right. So, but we made a lot of moves, Tomo. Frankie Louvu, 3-year contract, $36 million. Last year, he was first among all ball linebackers on the Pro Football Focus rating at 90.1 with his pass rushing grade. He had the highest pass rushing grade that of a linebacker that's an all ball. That's not like a Marco Parsons, basically. You got me right. So he was ranked first overall in the NFL, 20 QB pressures and 5.5 sacks in 2023, and then he put up 23 QB pressures, 7 sacks in 2022 as an all ball linebacker. So I thought that was good. Bringing in Austin Ekeler, 3 years, $11.43 million. That's really, really good. I like that contract because Brian Robinson was second behind Chris McCaffrey last year in yards, I think yards from scrimmage or receiving yards. I think receiving yards. All right, he was second behind Chris McCaffrey, and Austin Ekeler. That's where he is. He only played 14 games last year, and he had over 1,000 yards and 1,000 yards last year. All-purpose yards. So I think that would be a good 1-2 punch. We're not asking Austin Ekeler to be a workload like they want him to be in the Chargers. They didn't use him that much. But having him next to Kellen. Have him next to Brian Robinson is going to be huge. I think it's going to be a good 1-2 punch. It's going to be good for either we Keith Sanhow or Jaden Daniels or Drake May. It's going to be good for one of those three quarterbacks. It's like a mercy net. Like, here you go, and go do something with it. All right, because like I said, Brian Robinson showed last year that he can do that. He can catch the ball from the backfield. Dorrance Armstrong. Now, I know we signed to a $45 million contract, but 33 is, I think, is guaranteed. Right, and he can make up to $45 million.
Yeah,
which is good. Right, he had 8.5 sacks. In 2022, 7.5 last season, but y'all had him more like as a rotational piece. He never been like a every down type linebacker. So this will be an opportunity to possibly do that. I'm not sure that's how we're going to use him, but we're paying him. It looks like we're going to use him like that probably, or he probably be a rotational piece. We just got to see how the draft going to go. But I like the move. He's a familiar person with Dan Quinn. We didn't pay a bunch of dollars for him. So. I like the move, all right? And I definitely want to hear what you guys say about these guys, too, all right? How you pronounce your name? Tyler what? Tyler?
Biadasz,
right? I saw some numbers of him that you posted. Allowed pressures on 4.8% of pass blocks last season, which is fourth lowest among centers. Commanders centers. Allowed a 7.5 pressure rate in 2023, which is 6th highest in the NFL. Shout out to Nick Gates. All right, so undersized center. So that's huge. That's what I'm saying. We end up keeping Sam Howell, Tomo. I'm not gonna be mad. If we keep Sam Howell, Like, I'm okay with people saying how as long as we get Caleb, then I'm like, get Caleb. But if we don't get Jaden Daniels or Drake May and we decide to keep Sam Howell, I'm fine with that. He's on the small contract. We can go all in around this dude for real. You know? So, and he showed some flashes last year. Shout out to Philly. So, and then also we signed another center, Nick. I can't pronounce his name. Allegretti, right?
I think that's it.
All right, 3 years, 60 million. I don't know too much about him, so I can't really speak too much about him. All right, it's hard to grade centers if you don't watch him play on every down. But he did. One thing I do know is he played with the Chiefs. He did have an injury in the I think the second quarter or third quarter of the Super Bowl, and he played it the whole game. You know, so he's a Super Bowl champion. Came from the Chiefs. Now last year we got Andrew Wiley from the Chiefs, and that didn't work out. He was terrible. He was one of our worst linemen. Right, so I'm not gonna be too high on that because he wasn't a starter either. All right, he was more so a rotational type.
You sure it wasn't the coacher?
Well, Patrick Mahomes, man, buying time in the pocket.
That could have been it too.
Mahomes makes his linemen looks better than what they really are. He does. Like not trying to diss a lineman, but the type of quarterback he is, buying time in the pocket. And lastly, we're not gonna talk about Zach Ertz because we've been to that. Zach Ertz, I feel like it's a good deal. It's a veteran tight end who can teach a young tight end that we're going to sign, that we're going to drive or sign. And Brandon McManus, I like him. Every year in fantasy, Tomo, I either get Cole from the Falcons or I get him. I'm not gonna lie, right? I think last year he was 35 and 35 from kicking field goals. Now,
I think he
Joey
was up there.
Sly. Joe, I'm gonna look at why you talking. But Joey Sly, he has some good moments. But he also had moments when we purposely went for two because we was afraid he's gonna miss. Because he missed a couple of extra points. You know, or he missed a couple of chip shots. Like that happened. That Joey Sly, I'm not sure. Was it a Michigan State?
No, that would be funny.
But I like the moves, Tomo. We didn't get too aggressive, which I like. And I think everything we did, we addressed the needs that we needed. The offensive line, we addressed the linebacker position, which is key for us. And we lost Antonio Gibson and got a better type Antonio Gibson type running back. So yeah. I like the moves. I
like the strategy that you all chose this go round with the new regime. It's more of it was an actual strategy. It's like we're not gonna go crazy on the first day. We actually gonna go sit back and we're gonna kind of address our needs early, but also sit back and see who falls through the cracks, like Austin Eckler. Like that was a late pickup. I mean, they kind of probably had their mindset on the center and the guard, but they was like Tyler Biadasz. We're gonna see if he actually is loyal to Dallas or not, and he's gonna go back, or if he's gonna come here. And that's just what happened last year. I'm not gonna say Tyler Biadasz is a bad center because technically the numbers prove that he's not a bad center. He's like you said, he's undersized at times. I think there was also moments where I think he was dealing with an injury last year. So there was a couple games where you would try to run up the middle of the pocket and it was just like, no, not at all, because it was a blown block by him. But again, I'd lean some of that to injury. So you guys did get a good center as far as just him just being there and being in that environment where it's like, I got this all-pro quarterback behind me. You know, I got a Hall of Famer to the right of me with Zach Martin, and then I got a future possibly Hall of Famer with Tyler Smith, and then I'm on the same offensive room with Tyron Smith. So the unity, the ambiance was there for him to get better. And technically, he wasn't even supposed to be starting. Like Travis Frederick got sick one year and came back, and then he just was like, you know what, I'm gonna retire. And he kind of just had to take the job. And he did good for what he was at. Dorrance Armstrong, energy player. One of those players where I like the move that y'all got with the Farrell kid, with the other pass rusher. So, again, the rotation. There's also other pass rushers out there that's probably still pending. So, you add him with those pieces, with the defensive tackles that y'all got, like, you good money. So, I like the strategy that the Commanders are playing with. And shout out to Adam Peters for knowing how to build a team. Because right now, it's not looking like the old Commanders where y'all go out and just spend big money on big name free agents. You're actually plug and playing the right pieces. So, yeah, I like it. So
last year was 30 out of 37 last year of field goals. But 50 plus field goals. He was last year. He was 5 from 10, I think. Yeah, so I think he's an upgrade. He's a more consistent kicker. Like I said, every year I get either him or Cole. Cole from the Falcons. That dude kicking like 58 yards. It's like it's nothing.
Or Jake Elliott too. You know.
Oh yeah, Jake Elliott. Yeah, I never really. Them Eagles fans in the fantasy league be getting him high. They be getting him early. You know.
It's like Tucker.
Yeah, Tucker. Yeah. Tucker kind of fell off last year a little bit.
I mean, I had two of the best kickers in the league, and nobody wanted to take one. Now all of a sudden, I had Tucker and Brandon Aubrey, who both was getting like 12 to 20 points on a given week, and nobody wanted them. Everybody wanted Jake Elliott. I'm like, but both of them is doing numbers.
Yeah, Jake Elliott was killing. But y'all kicker was killing too last year, though.
That's what I'm saying. I was trying to give pieces up, but nobody wanted to call my phone. I really felt like the team that we about to talk about right now.
I get it.
Nobody wanted to pick up, you know. I went all in on my fantasy team. Balling on a budget. That's what this team is now, because we like our guys. Day one goes by. Let's rewind just a little bit. Let's rewind. Cowboys lose to the Packers. Ugly fashion. We all remember that game. You know, a couple interceptions here, a couple pick sixes, and then boom, Jerry comes in the locker room. He looked like he about to cry. Everybody in the locker room looked like they about to cry. Team don't even want to do extra interviews. And then he says this: we will be going all in. I would say that you will see us coming this year, not to build for the future. Whole fan base went crazy. Oh, we back on. We back on. We going all in. We back on. Tomo sat in the cut and said, y'all crazy if you believe what that man just told y'all. I can't believe that. He sat up here and lied to your faces, and you believe him. He lied. One, you can go all in if your quarterback is extended. $60 million on the cap. 60 mil guaranteed, regardless of if you don't extend him or if you want to play out his last year. Like the 60 mil gone. You got a wide receiver that you want to extend at some point. And we know the Cowboys love saying this. Oh, we got to save a piece of the pie for our players that we got to pay down the line. So if you could take a hometown discount, because we got to pay CD and Micah and these players here, you know, I ain't playing no music, man. It ain't even worth it. Yeah. And then Jerry comes back and he's sitting up on a bus somewhere, probably down there at the Senior Bowl. They said, "Yo, Jerry, about the all-in comments, you know, there's a lot of free agents coming up." He said, Oh, about that. Your definition of what's all in and mine are two different things. I'm more so concerned about signing my players and building for the future here, but not really building for the future because we have the team that can do it. We have the players that can do it, but we just got to get everybody in-house signed first. Understand, Tony Pollard's gone. He went to Tennessee. Tyler Biadasz is now with the Commanders. Dorrance Armstrong is gone. CD has yet to get a phone call about an extension. Micah has not done a podcast in a few weeks now, but he got his fifth-year option as a defensive end. Dak is doing press conferences where he's like, "Man, I feel a little disrespected about the culture," but I don't think he got a phone call about an extension either. So you want to pay. So Jerry, you say one thing, but then you do another. You say you all in, but yet you have not even retained the players in-house yet. Not one move. He did do one move. He signed a guy from the practice squad, a defensive tackle. But if you look at the free agents, we still got Dante Fowler, Stephon Gilmore, Brandon Cooks is back. But who else we got? What's my man? Big Hank. So I'm just naming the players that'll make a difference right now. J-Ron Curse is probably gone. So again, what moves are you doing in-house to free up the cap space to sign the players that you want that are already on the team versus you not even going after the players that are out there? So Cowboy fans, I told y'all for the last 8 episodes, I refuse to lose. My last words was they're not going to do anything because they don't have the money to do anything. And normally when they move the money around to do something, they will probably do it now, but they haven't done it yet. So for Cowboy fans and free agency, it starts on Friday. That's day one for us. Everyone's gone. Plan A. We might get Saquon Barkley or Derrick Henry. Saquon's gone. Derrick Henry's potentially probably gone to the Texans or the Ravens. A report came out said they wanted Zach Moss, but he wanted $4 million and that price was too high. I don't believe that $4 million. I don't believe that report. But then again, I have to believe it with the way this team operates. So that's 3 running backs that you potentially had your name tied to gone. Aaron Jones came up out of nowhere. That was another gift. It was like gift. And he took $7 million. Gift. Vikings. Joe Mixon just got cut yesterday. He's probably going to go somewhere else. So every time a door opens for opportunity for you to go get a running back, you don't do it. We have no running backs. We have no linebackers. We have no defensive tackles. We have no offensive linemen for real. So I don't know what's going to happen. But day one of free agency did not go the way it was expected for some fans. I'm not going to say it's all doom and gloom in Dallas because at the end of the day, these teams go out and sign all these players. And I'm going to get a little delusional for you right quick. These teams go out and sign all these players. And meanwhile, the Dallas Cowboys still found a way to win 12 games with their guys. And that's why the Cowboys are in the situation they're in because they keep winning 12 games with the guys that they have. And that's just the regular season. So, Jerry, you built the regular season team, but free agency is for playoffs to get you over the hump. Sign someone that's going to make a difference in the locker room. And if you don't do that, blow it up.
So, like, let me get this right. Yeah, I got $2.2 million in the cap. Now, how far deep in the cap can you go? Do you know?
As far as restructuring?
Like, because you got $2.2 million. Obviously, y'all got to make sense. He's saying they going all in. Either y'all got to free up some money, turn some money into bonuses and all that stuff. I get that part. But, like, I'm looking at the that's one thing. Like the Chiefs right now, they are negative $5.6 million in cap right now.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like so, and the Chargers negative $25 million. So it's like, okay, like how far into the cap can you go?
So
I'm gonna make. Go ahead. You want something?
No. Go ahead.
I'm gonna make a prediction for the Cowboys. Okay. Now, if I'm a Cowboy fan, obviously I'm a little panicky because it's just weird. Like you make that statement of us going all in and you did nothing. Literally, like we are the only team did nothing.
Let me ask you, how long have you been a Cowboy fan? If you're a Cowboy fan,
so if I'm in your shoes, it's kind of like I saw this coming, but at the same time, it's like dang, because what makes it worse is that graphic. Everybody was grayed out except for the Cowboys. Like, y'all the only team that came out and said we're going all in. And y'all the only team that did nothing. So one thing I can say, Jerry Jones, bravo.
Once did it again.
You got the media attention. Bravo, man. You found a way to get into the media. But I'm going to y'all need linebackers, right?
Yep.
You know what Michael Parsons said? I'm going to make a prediction.
Linebackers and defensive tackles. Yep.
I'm going to make a prediction. Y'all going to sign Bobby Wagner. I know he's up the age, but y'all in win now mode. He's a veteran presence. He's a guy, he's a leader. He's still playing at a high level at his age. And I think he'll fit right in with y'all as a middle linebacker. So now these tackles, I don't have an answer for you. Now, when it comes to running backs, obviously Derrick Henry is flying out there. But I'm going to go back to this. Right, I'm gonna go back to this. Hold on, what's going on?
What you looking for?
I think they will sign Eric Armstead. They ain't got the money to sign that man. Well, unless y'all, like I said,
if y'all don't cut him before June,
exactly.
Y'all cut him now, we could because y'all paying it.
Cut him now, I think he would do that. But what about this right here?
I just said that.
I know you mentioned it.
But they're not
Joe
going to do
Mixon
it.
got legal issues going on. Y'all know how y'all are with those guys. So
they're not going to do it. Joe Mixon is about to go to the Jaguars. No, they got running back. Joe Mixon is going to.
Ain't dealing with some legal stuff?
I don't think right now, no.
I thought he had like a case that he was dealing with, and he almost got released for that.
So trying to say we the law firm?
I mean, y'all give people second chances. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like,
he going to the Broncos or somewhere like that. I'm telling you, bro, they're not gonna do it.
I do think Bobby Wagner though. I think y'all will get Bobby Wagner. But let's put it. I know we still gonna put this up. Oh, go ahead. We on the same
Oh
thing.
no, I ain't do it. Go ahead.
All right. As
I tell you what.
we still gonna put it back up in your segment.
Yeah, that's after June 1st though. We talking about like as far as like being a part of the free agency movements right now. That's probably what they're waiting for. I can see them waiting for any of the post June cuts or someone making a trade. Like they're probably in the trade market. As far as free agency, they're not going to do what the all in motto that some people meant. They're not doing that.
You ain't got the money. But
That's why. But
yeah.
the funny thing about it is they knew that they didn't have the money. They also knew how to move the money around to get them actual cap space, but they didn't do it. So it's like, why would you say that if you're not even going to take the steps forward to do what you said you were going to do? And that's why when he said the definition, your definition of all in is what some people think of like Madden, where it's like, hey, I'm going to get everybody possible because my team is going to be the best team. And then boom, Jerry's definition was, I'm going to go all in on the players that I believe need to be in the locker room. And then we'll find everybody else. Because honestly, I'd rather him have said that because now it makes me think back to what we was talking about when it comes to the culture of the Cowboys. Do we have the right people in this locker room? It's not time to keep paying these same old players who keep giving us the same old results. So I might just have to eat the 60 mil because most people say Dak can't do it. Some people say Dak need weapons around him to do it. Well, I ain't got time to keep waiting. So here we go. We're going to do this year the way it is. Dak, you're going to either make the choice of signing an extension or you're going to sign back with us or you're a free agent. And we just start from scratch there. I think Jerry's like, it's time. Like, I know he's getting older, but probably people around him is like, well, you got your 3. It's time to actually change the culture in the building. And what was the Cowboys culture? Sign the same old players, we give you the same old results, and then come back on air and say, oh, we was tired.
But here's the thing, though. Y'all team is good. Y'all just have some holes in your team. Like, Trayvon Diggs coming back. Y'all still got Stephon Gilmore. Dude, go get a lot.
Agent.
Oh, he's throwing on free agent now?
Yeah.
Dang.
He was the one you do. You got to sign. That's what I'm saying. They're not doing nothing.
Yeah. If you bring back Stephon Gilmore, right, on a team-friendly contract because he wants to win, you get a linebacker like a Bobby Wagner. You like in the draft you also approach the D tackle position. And why not get Derrick Henry? I don't get it. Like Derrick Henry is gonna be perfect for y'all and play all time. Play all time. You don't have to keep dropping back Dak. You know what I mean? Like if Dak really is a playoff issue, go get Derrick Henry. I mean, Dak going. What's his name? What's Titans quarterback name? Dang.
Oh, Tannehill.
Tannehill got to the AFC Championship game. Come on now. Like he beat Tom Brady and Lamar because of Derrick Henry. No, get me wrong. Derrick Henry was more better back then. He's more durable. Like right now, his body getting banged up. He's not the same. But get Derrick Henry. So I don't get the Cowboys. Maybe they will. But
you know who they're gonna get? So my prediction now, and I know we about to get out of here, is Derrick Henry will probably sign with the Ravens or the Titans before the day is over with. The Cowboys, Texans, I'm sorry. He's not going back there. They got him out of there. So one of those 2 teams, and they're gonna look at it like this. Cowboys gonna say, let's bring Zeke back. we gonna shock the world and bring Zeke back because now we got a running back, and we're gonna get him for the league minimum. And they probably will now and then go get a Gilly, bring him back. I agree with you. They definitely need to bring a Dante Fowler back because that's another pass rusher. But again, I think Dante Fowler's waiting for the phone call from Dan Quinn because wherever Dan Quinn go, that's where he go. So as far as running backs, I think they're gonna go get Zeke. They probably go make a splash at wide receiver and go get like an old person, probably like an Odell Beckham, just to keep the name, keep the media buzzing. But it's not gonna be enough to like move the needle. It's enough to shut us up. If we get Derrick Henry, the fan base will probably calm down. But right now, the fan base is all in one accord where it's just like, bruh, I don't understand where they're going with it. I mean, I can't say one accord because some of them are delusional, saying like we still got a moment. Like everything that you just said, Joe, sounds right. And that's the right football move to do as an organization. But when you watch how the Joneses have been moving the last few years, it's just not going to happen.
Man, yeah, we will see. But like, listen, I know I'm a Commander fan, and obviously I root against the Cowboys, but for your sake, Tomo, like, like when you just said they're gonna bring back Zeke Elliott, man, I got mad for you. Like literally, I'm like, come on, Terry, like, don't do that. Like, come on, man. But we'll see, man. Like, there are a lot of people still out there, like a lot of safeties, Cam Curl, Simmons. There's a lot of guys out there still that haven't been signed yet. So day 2 is gonna be big too. So we need to get a safety. I know that much. So that's why I wanted us to get Simmons because we don't got Curl no more. But yeah. So we'll see, man. It's gonna be an interesting day.
Yeah,
what about y'all? We got like how y'all looking at safety position? Curse was a safety, right?
Yeah, but they had him playing down in the box. I think they're gonna be good. I think they're gonna keep the 2 safeties they got with Hooker and Dono. So like they probably draft another young safety. Like our secondary, as far as like drafting and plug and place, is good, but they just need another cornerback because Deron Bland needs to move back to the slot. Like he's good on the outside, but he's a better slot corner.
Mm-hmm.
And he broke history on the outside, but I ain't gonna say too much. You know, that was but there's cornerbacks out there that you can go get, but Gilmore said he want to be here, and he was a veteran presence. Brandon Cook's coming back for another year, but we gonna see, man. We gonna see.
That's good. All right, listen, y'all part of the IG chats. If you're not a member, make sure you
ask Mark.
Hey, Joe, is Cam Curl good?
Ask Mark. He's one of the best safeties in the NFC East.
Yeah, Cam Curl only issue to me is he don't turn the ball over. That was his problem. Like I felt like this year's gonna be the year he's gonna start turning the ball over, and he did. He don't turn the ball over. But I like Cam Curl. Hey, if you're not a member, put in the comment section that you want to be in the member, and we'll make that happen for you because we got IG chats and we give you the latest NFL news before any major platform. Trust me. Like before your Bleacher Report, before your ESPN app, all the apps you have that get notifications, we get the alerts before that. So become a member, and we'll keep you updated on everything because we are busy. Shout out to Tomo once again.
Shout out to y'all for relying me for giving me the sources, man.
I knew my job was tripping. Okay, there we go. All right. Y'all still alive. Y'all still alive. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now we gone now.
Yeah.
Showed up too late.
He did. You know, he took a nap after that early show he had.
Hey, all right. Early morning workouts. He really in college mode.
Yes, man. I know 6:30 show. God, let's get it.
Man.
I thought the Kings talk was late, but that one was early. But my last words, hell to the Commanders. Good day 1 free agency. I like who we are. Even though the Eagles made some moves, they made some moves.
That was the other person they signed, the pass rusher from the Jets.
Who
the Eagles. You said they signed somebody else.
Yeah. They get on 50
Bryce
million,
Huff.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got on 51 million.
You kidnap Chelsea Clinton.
I know, right? $50 million. But I feel like our day 1 is up there with number 1 in NFC. I know a lot of people might say, "Oh, we got Saquon, but you lost Swift." You know, you also lost Kelsey. You lost Cox. You know what I mean? Like the Commanders, we lost Cam Curl. And that's probably it. I think that's really valuable. So, and we lost Antonio Gibson, but I feel like our free agency is up there. If not, people are blinded by the Saquon move and might put the Eagles number 1 right now. But I think we probably so far had a really good free agency. You know, it's nothing over the top, and we still got plenty of money left. So,
I don't know. Some people would say the Giants had it's quiet though. It's quiet, but some people would say the Giants by going to get that pass rusher or the linebacker from the Panthers.
Yeah, but they lost
making that trade. Some people would say Singletary. I mean, it depends on how you looking at it. Some people would say that.
Taylor.
The Giants, they weren't going to use Tyrod anyway. So it was like,
hold on, Tyrod Taylor went somewhere good too. He backing up Josh. No, who he backing up? Tyrod Taylor went to a good situation.
He went to the Jets, right?
The Jets. That's good. Aaron Rodgers to get hurt, he can come in.
If Aaron Rodgers get hurt again, he better retire.
Huh?
He get hurt again, he better retire.
Yeah, but that's a good backup for the Jets, though. That's a really good move for the Jets. That's underrated because Aaron Rodgers can't play for some reason. Tyrod Taylor can step in and do his thing. Yeah, I like that move. I really do. He one of the best backups in the league. So, but yeah, I like our moves. Bro. Huh?
Nah, I was joking. Go ahead. I said Jameis Winston, but go ahead.
He not even a backup right now. He's still a free agent, I think.
He
so, the Kings
or Deshaun Watson. Never mind.
Come on. Oh, come on. He a backup quarterback now. So let's take you this.
Hey, he can crack jokes on my quarterback. I don't care, bro.
Come on, the Michael Jordan football. Come on, bro.
The Wizards Jordan.
Like the Wizards Jordan facts. I know that's a difference of how he looked from the time he left and came back.
Exactly.
Can't recognize that man. God. But yeah, man, Kings we got a game today. We got the Bucks today. It's gonna be a big game. We lost to the Rockets, so we gotta make a statement win and beat the Bucks. But the Commanders, man, we watching day two. Day 2. I'm watching. Hashtag swiper season like the band.
Hey man, I just want to say last word. There we go. I was gonna say the same thing. Shout out to the network and shout out to everyone that was tuned in for this long to sit on here and watch us talk about sports for almost an hour and a half. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the comments. Shout out to my man Donnell for sending the 2 super chats. Again, you spent more money than the Cowboys did in free agency so far. So like you balling on a budget too, my boy. And at the end of the day,
that's a fact.
It is. So at the end of the day, I will say this though. Cowboys ain't made no moves. We the laughing stock. But I'm gonna get delusional again. If we make the playoffs without making any moves in the free agency, man, I got a lot to say about the rest of the people in the division. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. If we make the play, y'all better not let us make the playoffs.
Oh, win the NFC East.
Y'all better not let us do that. And we ain't made not one move. And I ain't disrespecting nobody. I ain't wishing that on nobody else. All I'm saying is if the Cowboys win the NFC East after doing nothing in day 1 of free agency, it's gonna be a lot to talk about in the offseason.
Mm-hmm. That's good. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today. And we'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.